Rakhee Kissoon.
Sitaram, everybody. It is my pleasure this evening to tell you a story, and I know we all love stories. My story is about the RRDS, or the Railway Road Dharam Sabha. And my story starts 20 years ago. 20 years ago, a father decided to celebrate the return of his son from the United States by building a mandir. And thus, this mandir, the Railway Road Dharam Sabha, was born. What did we start with way back then? We had love, we had acceptance, we had a family, we had a village, we had a very few members who are willing to learn everything. So many of us didn't know how to play drum, madura, but we were willing to learn and we tried. And some of us were able to play drum a little bit. Some of us learned to sing to an acceptable level. And some of us learned to read Ramayana and so forth. We also had an idea that spirituality was stronger than religious doctrines. And we had a firm faith that our devotion would keep us grounded. So in the beginning, every Sunday we would have Sunday morning service. We had a couple annual yagnas held by my Aji and Aja's home in Perseverance, Kuva. After that, we had a couple annual yagnas held here on this compound. And that was basically what we had. But since that time to now, 20 years has passed. And in 20 years, many things can happen. So what has changed? What have we achieved? We have grown in our membership. And we don't just have many more members. We have a vibrant service, as I'm sure you would agree, of members who are dedicated and who participate in everything. Our mandir is larger now. It used to just be this, believe it or not, and everybody fit in there. But now our membership is bigger, so this entire part was extended. We don't just have fans anymore. We have air condition, we have tiles, carpet, and we are very comfortable, aren't we? So that is one thing we are very pleased that we have achieved as well. And we have embraced technology. As you know, every Sunday, our service is recorded and broadcasted live on the internet. We have very active social networkers here on Facebook, always keeping up to date with what's happening at RRDS. And yes, let's take a moment to boast that we have a very beautiful Shivalingam, always nicely decorated. We have trained many Pandits over the years. Some of them are here tonight. We have Pandit Rudy, Pandit Keshav, we have Kenny, officially trained, Pandita Lakshmi Ramdeen, and we have founded a sister mandir in Martinique with Pandit Patrick and his following. And they are very dear to us, and we're very close with that mandir. And every year we celebrate certain main festivals. But we at RRDS, we don't just celebrate. We celebrate passionately. So we celebrate Hanuman Jayanti, Shivratri, Krishna Janamashtami, Ganesh Utsav, Diwali, Christmas, and all years into New Year's as well. But we're not just about religion, spirituality. We also know how to have fun here, don't we? And for those of you who remember our family days, we had a really good time. And we also have the occasional river line that is a lot of fun as well. And we also know how to give back to our environment. We had a couple events where we went to the Karani Swamp, we went on orphanage, we planted trees, we cleaned up, so we know how to give back as well. And we have some really great cooks at RRDS. I know you might think maybe, okay, she's boasting a little too much now. But when you have meals after, you will come back and tell me, yes, Mira, you are right. You have some really great cooks. And these cooks are dedicated. Every Sunday morning service, they prepare hot, delicious meals for the congregation. And quarterly, we connect with nature by going to the seashore and performing full moon kata as well. Now, a thing of great pride in our Mandar is that we have some amazing youths. Don't you think? We have talented children. And you see it every single time we have service. They're singing, they're playing instruments, they dance, they come up to the microphone and speak eloquently, and we are very proud of them. But what we are really, really proud of is that not once, but twice, these children executed, not just executed, fantastically executed 2 Yagnas, Bachikon Yagnas, and they really did a great job. So we are very proud of this. We are very blessed here because over the years we had many religious, many spiritual saints visiting our temple. We had our Guruji Sant Keshavadas and Mataji. We had Swami Sudhananda Saraswati, Swami Atmananda, African Master Rami, and we all know our beloved Swami Jai Satya, who not only visited us, but who touched and changed many of our lives just by her presence. So this is something we are truly grateful for, that the divinity allowed us this. So that was 20 years, and in 20 years, we have achieved quite a lot. And many things have changed in 20 years, but there are several things that did not change. We still have love for each other. We still have respect. We still have acceptance. And you know what? We are a family. And we are willing to learn. If we don't know, that's okay. We learn. We learn mantras. We learn about the Ramayana. We learn about the Bhagavad Gita. We learn to play an instrument. We learn Hindi. And we still have that fundamental idea that spirituality means way more than just simple religious doctrines. And we have that firm faith that our devotion will keep us grounded in life. So, that was 20 years. What's next? Well, we're going to continue to develop. Not just develop, but develop all-rounded people. And we do this by developing the mind, by giving the mind good information. We develop our spirits with spirituality, and we develop our bodies by being in a positive environment. And because we're going to develop ourselves, we're going to form healthier families, healthier communities, and a better society. And you know what? We are going to change the world. Now, I know many people go up in forums and say we're going to change the world, and then they go back and the world doesn't get changed, really. But I really believe that here we are going to change the world. In fact, we are changing the world. And do you know why I think so? Because I have seen RRDS develop over 20 years. And I can tell you, the congregation we have today, you are amazing. Because if Pandit Christian comes tomorrow and holds a meeting and he says, let's hold a yagna, people will say, okay, Panditji, what can I do? How can I help? If he says, let's go to the river, people will say, how much maxi you want? Where you want me to cook? And they're always willing to do and to try and to work. And that is how I know that this RRDS is changing the world. And you're going to make a fantastic RRDS of tomorrow. So I look forward to 2014. And I look forward to see what the people of this Mandar are going to do. So I wish you all the best for 2014. Om Namo Narayana.